Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Listen, I'm gonna make this quick because I can do a few things and then I have to get back down with this knee injury. But I did want to share this with y'all. I've never made a Shoo Fly Pie. I've eaten one time in the Amish country, and I wasn't crazy about it. I ain't gonna lie, it just wasn't sweet enough for me. But saying that, my orthopedist is from a little town right outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and he was so nice and worked me in and has been so good to me. I said, what is your favorite dessert? And he said, Shoo Fly Pie. I said, well, I'm going to make you one. So I posted a picture of this recipe. I found it on Pinterest, and it said that it was from Pennsylvania. So, hey, go figure. So I have one pie already in the oven just so I could show that to you when it comes out. But this is how I mixed it up. I took, I'm going to cheat and look at my recipe since I'm not real familiar with it myself. I put 3/4 cup of water in this measuring cup. Can't speak tonight. Put it in the microwave on 2 minutes and brought it to a boil. And then I added 3/4 cup of dark molasses and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And I stirred that in. Now on this one, I added 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Y'all know how I am about vanilla extract. And I love vanilla extract, so I added that myself. But I'm going to put in the bottom of the pie half of this liquid. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Now, I also used butter from the Amish country because my imaginary Pennsylvania cousin's been here, and he brought this to me. So this is going to be really authentic to take to Dr. Bean. Anyway, I'm going to set that to the side. In this bowl, I'm mixing 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and let's see, was it a 1/4 cup? Yeah, 1/4 cup of butter, melted. And I am going to just fork this. I hope y'all can see. Hold on. Hope y'all can see that. Anyway, I can't see your comments right now, but I'll look at them in just a minute. Anyway, this is like a crumble that you make for the top of pies. My Granny Ingle used to make this for fruit pies. Instead of putting a crust on top, she made this crumble. Okay, and it's literally just butter, flour, and brown sugar. But anyway, that's the layer that you use in this Shoo Fly Pie. Who knew? Anyway, so I'm going to put half of that crumb mixture on top of this liquid mixture. And just kind of blend that in a little bit. Look, the good thing about this pie is if it is the same kind I've had before and I don't love it, that means I won't eat it, which is good. I'm probably going to freeze one of these pies and keep it for Thanksgiving since my other cousins are going to come for Thanksgiving from Pennsylvania. Maybe they'll get a kick out of that. You know, some native cuisine from Pennsylvania. Anyway, and then you put the last layer of the crumbs on top. Pretty easy. I didn't even have to beat anything with an electric mixer. So I think this pie would be really good if you added pecans to it, but I was trying to keep it authentic this time. If it is something that I end up loving, then I would put chocolate chips and pecans in it. But since Dr. Bean likes the classic Shoo Fly Pie, then that's what I'm going with. You know, we talked about in devotions this morning, kitchen ministries, doing stuff for other people. That makes me feel good to do nice stuff for other people, especially people that have really stuck their neck out for me or my kids or my family. And I just appreciate him getting me in so quickly. Anyway, you know how it is trying to get in with an orthopedist. Now let me see if this one's done out of the oven. Hold on 1 second. I baked this on 375 for 35 minutes, and it's done. Can y'all see that? Shoo Fly Pie. So I'm going to put this to the side, and then we'll chat a minute. Matter of fact, there we go. I'm using my new Polydine hot hands. I love them. Let me see here. Has anybody ever done Shoo Fly Pie? see. I'm kicking, but not high. Hey, Sandra Woody. Shoo Fly Pie. I love it. I remember ever seeing it in our Texas Family Cookbook. Who knew? I like I said, I ate it at this like buffet kind of thing that we went to in the Amish country years ago. And, you know, listen, everybody has kind of their taste for stuff. When I do a dessert, it's sweet. So to me, it wasn't quite sweet enough, but we'll see. I mean, it has sugar and molasses in it. I don't know. I just hope Dr. Bean likes it. I'm feeling better, Stephanie. I just have to kind of do a little bit and then, you know, sit down, put my knee up, ice, elevate, repeat. Ice, elevate, repeat. So anyway, I'm doing Shoo Fly Pie. Somebody asked, looks delicious. I've heard of it several Amish cookbooks. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it and I've heard about it forever, but I've never made it. But I hope Dr. Bean will like it, and it will be something kind of native to where he's from. Anyway, yeah, Denise, we're still working on the cookbook. I was hoping to have a prototype by November 1. That's not going to happen. Not that we're not working on it. We are. It's just taking a little more time than I had anticipated. Oh, thank you, Opa. I had to go get the hair did today. Yeah, I needed some color. A little bright. Pennsylvania Dutch is my Kitts Miller side. Oh, cool. Well, you might want to try this Shoo Fly Pie. Look, I mean, it looks pretty. It's interesting looking with the layers in it. When do you go back to work? I go back Monday. And I'm hoping that Dr. Bean Friday's going to give me a shot of cortisone, honestly. Just to kind of zap it. Get on with it. Because this, you know, resting all the time, y'all know that just is not me. Never heard of Shoo Fly Pie. I know, right? It's a new one for me. Hey, Patricia. Anyway, rice treatment. What's rice treatment? Looks so good. Wonder how it goes. I don't know how it got its name. You know what? I read it, just a little bit of it earlier. I'm sure it was like they were shooing flies off of it. Sounds pretty believable to me. But anyway, that's how I'm doing Shoo Fly Pie tonight, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm love Shoo Fly Pie. I lived in Pennsylvania. Oh, it is kind of a Pennsylvania thing. Yeah. So I may freeze part of it. I may freeze it and just let my cousins eat it at Thanksgiving because they're coming from Pennsylvania. Did you pass out candy? We don't have many trick-or-treaters. We had one today, which was a treat. My cousin's little girl. But that's usually it. We usually go to our church and hand out trunk or treat, but with this knee, I didn't do that. I'm going to go hit the couch here in just a minute. Had a shot money is amazing different. Oh, I hope so too for myself, Jackie. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. I hope y'all make it a great day or great evening. Happy Halloween to you. RICE is an acronym for rest, ice, compress, and elevate. Thanks, Carolyn Ritter. He did tell me not to wear the brace until all the swelling went down, so I'm just following directions. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Shoo Fly Pie, straight from Pennsylvania with Pennsylvania Amish butter. We'll see. Take care. Hey, y'all. I thought I'd at least do a taste test for you of this Shoo Fly Pie. It looks like this. It's really pretty when you cut it. And look, we do the good, the bad, and the ugly on here. I'm just saying. And I actually already tasted it. And I had the imaginary farmer husband taste it. It's okay. I mean, I think the recipe was right, but it ain't special to me. Is it to you, honey? No. No. I mean, look. Probably the reason Dr. Bean is in such good shape is because he likes sweet stuff like this. And not like some, you know, chocolate chest pie from the Angus barn. I'm just saying. I mean, if you like molasses, it has a very heavy, has a very heavy molasses flavor. But this must be a dessert for skinny people. I'm just saying. I mean, Gotta make it sweeter. Lord, yes. I mean, if y'all fixed this and had me over for dinner, I'd eat it. But it needs, like, some butter pecan ice cream on it, in my opinion. I'm just saying. I mean, I like pecan pie, and I like Kentucky Derby pie, but this is for skinny people. I'm pretty sure it is. It doesn't taste bad. It's just not, it isn't something I'd want to waste my calories on, if you know what I mean. I'm just being honest with y'all. I got a cup of coffee too, Jennifer. I got me a pumpkin spice latte. But I mean, this looks pretty, and it smells good and all that. But I just don't think it's for fluffy people. Because fluffy people like a little more oomph, you know? Like, I like something that's sweet, like cherry cheese pie or apple pie. And the kind of apple pie that I like is like the gooey kind that has like a lot of sugar. I don't like those fancy restaurants where they slice the apples real thin and then there ain't any syrup in it. It's just apples and I'm just telling you like a friend. I mean, I'm going to take this to the Pennsylvania orthopedist. But that's why he's skinny. Because that's the kind of pie he eats. What's y'all's favorite kind of pie? Rebecca, you like coconut cream pie? Something that sticks to you. Yes, Jennifer. Like, I want to taste sweet. Like, I want my teeth to hurt a little bit. Dan, can you comment? My imaginary Pennsylvania cousin is on here. Dan, this is from Pennsylvania Amish. It's a Shoo Fly Pie. Do you eat this? Just asking, Dan. Because listen, if I'm going to eat a piece of pie, it's going to be something like sweet. Like pie. Like that you cut it with the sweetness with a little vanilla ice cream. You know what I'm saying? So, Dan, do y'all eat this with your kefir and your organic eggs and your organic everything, Dan? Shoo Fly Pie from Pennsylvania. Yes, girl, Kim, I love me some chocolate chess pie, girl. Sure do. I have to do that one night. I got a really good recipe for that, and it's easy. And the imaginary farmer won a man's cooking contest with it at the church a long time ago. Oh, I love chocolate pecan pie. And you know, a lot of people like coconut cream. I love key lime, but I'm not a coconut person. It feels like grass in my mouth. It's the texture. It ain't the taste, it's the texture. Sweet potato pie, now I like that. Dan, are you going to answer me? I mean, I put you up when you come over here. I spray the lavender oil on your sheets. I wash it in Mrs. Meyer's. And I take care of you like you're a king. And you ain't going to answer me about the Shoo Fly Pie, really? He gets camera shy. Now he's typing shy. Really, Dan? Y'all, you know you have those cousins that are like that. They just, you know, they breeze into town, stay with you a little while, and then out the door they go. They won't even answer your question about a Shoo Fly Pie from Pennsylvania. Ain't that a shame? You'd think I could shame him into commenting, but I can't, because y'all can see he's not. He's an angle. We're known to be a little bit, just a little bit stubborn. Just a little bit. Just saying. Homestead here is chocolate pie that has a high, oh, I love chocolate pie. Donnie makes an amazing brown sugar pie. Kim, Donnie makes a lot of amazing things. Okay, Dan answered. He does eat Shoo Fly Pie, and do you like it? Of course, you know, in Pennsylvania, they make their own, like, sauerkraut, and they do everything from scratch. So, Kim, back to Donnie. You know, my viewers don't believe he's a good cook because he had the opportunity to prove it, and he chickened out. Bark, 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 bark. Chickened out. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And he's cute, too, y'all. Y'all would like him if I could ever get him in my kitchen. I'd give him a kidney, but he won't give me the time of day just to do something in the kitchen. I even told him I'd come to his house. Thank you, Doug. Help her out, Dan. I know I'm cray-cray, Ruth, and you know, You give me a half a flex roll, I'll say about anything. Jenny, peanut butter pie is one of my favorite too, and that's good and sweet and rich. I like it rich. And I like peach pie too. Oh, and you know what, Karen? I like buttermilk pie too. I really like making pies for other people because, you know, they're easy pretty much. Oh yeah, Stacy. Imaginary cousin did leave this. This is what I'm gonna have for dessert. Thank you for reminding me, Stacy. Hold on just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, somebody ate the last one. Well, I guess I ain't gonna have it either. Imaginary cousin brought me 4 whoopie pies. There you go. That's just God's way of saying my fluffy tail didn't eat it. Maybe I'll have some Halloween candy instead. Egg custard. Now, I probably like egg custard. I hadn't had that in a long time. Do you like turnip greens? I do, Jeremy, if they're cooked right. Like, I gotta have them cooked with a little fat back. I mean, you know, when y'all watch me cook, you know I ain't skinny. And you can't trust no skinny cut. I'm just saying. Because they don't eat their stuff. Unless they're making this Shoo Fly Pie. Anyway, Julie Patulli's trying to get in touch with me. And she's going to help me work on the cookbook. So I'm going to wind it down so I can talk to Julie. Find out what the heck's going on. You can make me a peach pie someday. Todd, I can make a good peach cobbler now. I could probably swing a pie. Have you ever had rice pie? I have not. And I don't love rice pudding. I mean, to each his own. You're asking. I don't really love it. I like rice and gravy. I like chicken and rice. I like rice at the Oriental place, but I ain't much on rice in my pie. Troy, I think I got this coffee mug at Tuesday mornings. I love Tuesday mornings. And if you check in there pretty often, you can find some real deals. But I've had this a while. And this is sturdy one. Hey, Sue. My grandmother makes deviled eggs. Oh, now I like deviled eggs. But now I don't want no deviled egg in no pie. It's an Italian pie. Oh, I would like that. Rhubarb. I've never had rhubarb pie. Never have. Girl, I'm with you on the rice coconut. Yeah, there's just something about it. Like, I feel like there's grass in my mouth. Now I like a pina colada, and I like the flavor of coconut, but I don't like the actual coconut in my mouth. And there ain't many things I don't eat, obviously. Chicken and dumplings? Yeah, now I like some chicken and dumplings. And I make a good chicken and dumpling. I'll have to show y'all that one night now that it's getting cooler outside. Do you like rice, butter, and sugar? I could eat it. It wouldn't be my go-to. I mean, I would eat it if there was nothing else sweet in the house, because y'all know I'm a sweetaholic. Yeah, I can find me some sweets somewhere in this house. If I have to go in my pajamas to the curb market, I'll get me something sweet. It's my downfall for sure. What is your favorite cake? Pound cake, honestly. Any flavor, but I love lemon pound cake with cream cheese icing, and I love hummingbird cake. And my favorite of all time is red velvet, which Donnie makes a good one. You know, this imaginary husband of Kim's is supposed to come cook with me, but he ain't. I think he's scared too, really. I think I should challenge him. I think y'all should challenge him. Donnie, can you hear me? It's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I know you're busy, but everybody's busy. Anyway, if we keep talking sweet, I'm going to have to... I know. Girl, I'm going to find me something sweet, too, and it ain't this pie. I mean, this would be a good pie for somebody who's health conscious, who doesn't like real sweet stuff. And that definitely is, you know, the definition of Dr. Bean, because he's kind of pretty. P-U-R-D-Y, he's pretty. And he's got a nice physique. You have a great night. You know what? I am, Melinda. I really am. My mother said I love hummingbird cake. Anyway, all right, I'm going to hop off here. I need to talk to Jules for a few minutes and see what's up with the where are we? I need to find out where are we on the cookbook. So I am going to shut it down for tonight. I hope y'all have a good evening. I just had to be honest about the pies. I mean, they're tasty if you like healthy stuff and you like molasses. But it wouldn't be something I'd make for me. I'll give it to my imaginary Pennsylvania cousin. Y'all take care. Make it a good night.